chat box. So I'm just going to put everybody on mute for a second, and like to welcome everybody. My name is Duncan Wood. If there's anybody new on the call, I live in North Wales, the UK. So I'd like to welcome you tonight to what I think is probably the best perfect business I have ever seen. So if you've been involved in anything in the past which hasn't been good, like a lot of people, try and put that aside. Do not compare this with anything else that you've seen, because it is very different. So pay attention, take some notes, and I really would recommend listening carefully to what you're about to hear. So I'm going to introduce you to Tim Mandeville. Tim and I have been working in a couple of businesses together for a while, and Tim contacted me specifically to ask me what I was involved in the crypto world. And during that conversation, I asked him what he was involved in, and he mentioned this company, Cloud Token, which I'd not heard about. And all I can say is, without doubt, it is the best business I have seen. And I really do think we are, well, I know we are right at the beginning here. The best is yet to come. So I'm going to hand over the control over to Tim. Tim has masses of experience in crypto. He'll tell you his story in a second. I'm just going to make him host, so please welcome Tim Mandeville over in Australia. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Duncan, and welcome to everybody. My name is Tim Mandeville, as Duncan said. I'll tell you a little bit about my story, and just get my thing up. Yeah, we've got an interesting few minutes with Bitcoin. Right on the trend line, we're going to go down or we're going to pop up, one of the two in the next hour. Interesting times. Let me get this ready. Oh, we don't want that yet. Try again. Okay. So yes, I've been around Bitcoin now for about 4.5 years, 5 years. Invested in it well under $1,000. Watched it rise to 20, back down again. Invested in multitudes of ICOs, lending platforms, crypto coin launches, you name it. Some were good, others bad. And as Duncan said, this opportunity has come along at the right time for a lot of people. The space has changed a lot in the last 2 years, and I'll explain more about that as I go through the presentation with you guys. But Cloud Token is a place where you can basically store your cryptocurrency. It's a place where you can exchange it as well, earn and spend. I'll run through a bit about the origins of Cloud Token, the benefits of our Jarvis AI bot, what it does, how you can accumulate your Cloud Tokens quickly and through an affiliate program, and our current and future technology. Now, one of the things that I want to touch on here is past experiences. And past experiences in crypto, for me, probably 80% were a nightmare. And for most people on here, I would imagine the same as well. And basically, when I went back over it, I really didn't have any rules. And I trade, as I just touched on briefly there. And for that, I have trading rules where I run my TA out, I set up my trading plan, I do my staggered entries and exits, everything. I have it all mapped out, risk, reward, so I know, what my total exposure is, how I'm going to do in a trade, whatever, if it plays out. When it came to investing in crypto, I didn't have anything. All I did was read something, went, yeah, I'm in, or whatever. And, 9 times out of 10, I lost. So what I then decided to do earlier on this year, well, right at the beginning of this year, in fact, was set up some rules for investing. and I'll show you them. Because if you follow these rules, the chances are you're going to be in a project 6 months or 12 months or a year or 2 years down the road still, rather than have lost your money after 3 to 6 months. Okay. The first one, you must have visibility of the owners. All right. If you do not, there is a reason. Okay. Don't listen to the crap they may tell you. The reason is very simple. If they don't want to put their face to the project, it's because at some point they're going to take the money and you won't know who they are. Okay, it's that simple. The second, you need full visibility of the tech team. You need to understand what your project is, who's behind it, okay? What that offering is, how it's going to be sold, how it's coming to market, etc. What does that project have that's going to create mass adoption and guarantee success? It would be no good, for example, if we were launching umbrellas, all right? Because everybody does umbrellas. It's nothing new. So why would, you know, people want to put a lot of money into something that everybody already does and has, okay? If you're investing into the crypto space, then you must have visibility of your crypto funds on the blockchain, all right? You cannot do what I say of selling into a shit coin first to then hold in a project. And what these companies were doing a few years ago was getting you to put in your Bitcoin, exchange it for their BitConnect coin or USI or ETH Connect, Neo Connect, all of those things, all did exactly the same thing. You sell your Bitcoin into their coin and you hold that. They then have the coin that's worth something and you have something that's worth nothing, all right? And then you have to hold that for 30 days, all right? All of those days are finished. You must have visibility of your funds if you invest, and if you change your mind and you want out, you need to be able to take your money out, okay? If you don't, or if there's big penalties or anything else, don't involve yourself in it, okay? Full access to remove those funds 24/7, all right? And access to remove any returns the company are giving you every single day. Again, if you don't have access to those funds, or you've got to keep them there for 30 days, or you can only remove your funds once a week, don't get involved, okay? Because something is going to go wrong. Proven track record of everybody currently involved in the project, massively important, okay? The people that are around the business opportunity that you're looking at should have a public profile, all right? They should be in LinkedIn, they should have Facebook, they should have all of those things showing many, many years of success. They shouldn't be hidden away, or you shouldn't just be able to find one little sheet of paper on somebody, all right? Because the chances are it's fake. Value-added services and products, all right, that are either established or about to be, that generate additional revenue into the future, all right? Not just reliant on being a one-trick pony. So just one product forever and hope that more people that come on that product will be able to cope with it. 9 times out of 10, it won't. Now, if all of the above are met, then your investment, whilst not guaranteed to be a success, it's certainly worth dipping your toe in, all right? Now, with that in mind, who's behind Cloud Token, all right? The first is this chap, Ronald I. Now, Ronald is a serial entrepreneur, all right? He has a 25-year LinkedIn history. You just go to LinkedIn, put him in and read all about this man's achievements that he started from the age of 7, all right? He has been in and around blockchain, mobile development, card development, you name it. But his greatest investment or ability to create something that we need came last year when he won the new innovative blockchain project of the year on the World Blockchain Forum. Now, to tell you about the World Blockchain Forum, basically, if you are launching anything on the blockchain today, you do so through this organization, all right? Because they have the means to A, get investment, B, promote it and launch it properly around the world. They have offices in around 5 or 6 different countries, okay? And Ronald won for BitBeta Systems, his company, And Bitbeta Systems have generated or designed 4th generation blockchain called Ori. And Ori is, as I say, 4th generation. It runs on a mobile network, and I'll explain it to you. Generation 1 is Bitcoin. Okay, came out 2009. It is used today by everybody as a method of storage, really. Everything is paired against it, just like the stock exchange or the money markets are all paired against US dollar, for example. As a transactional tool, Bitcoin is useless. It transacts at about 7 transactions a second. If you had it Bitcoin on your credit card and you went down to buy your coffee, you'd stand there for 3 hours waiting for your transaction to be approved. Okay, so it cannot function in today's society for buying and selling and transacting. Okay, Ethereum came along, generation 2. Okay, they removed proof of work off of the blockchain, and it was called segregated witness, so they keep it to one side of the blockchain, so if it's ever called upon to question a transaction, it can be. But again, they can only transact at around 15 transactions per second. But what Ethereum did bring out to the world was smart contracts and the ability for other tokens to launch through their network. And about 90% of all tokens today run on the ERC20 Ethereum network. Okay. But again, to transact 15 transactions per second, unacceptable. Generation 3, EOS, Cardano, XRP, Ripple. Okay. Again, they can transact at a few thousand transactions per second, but nothing against what is required. Their main issue is that the more people that use their network, the slower it goes. Okay, they cannot cope with more traffic. It slows and clogs the network down. All right, so Ronald decided that he would find a way to ensure that the more people that used his network, the faster it went, which would make common sense, really, wouldn't it? So he developed the Cloud Token wallet. And when you download that wallet onto your phone, you become a node. It uses a small part of your phone memory. So you are actually like a Bitcoin miner, all right? You have a node on your phone that is part of the Cloud Token network around the world. And every 1,000 people that are using Cloud Token enable us to transact at around 22,500 transactions per second. We have now, I believe, over 650,000 downloads of our Cloud Token wallet. So we're transacting, or can transact, at around 13 to 14 million transactions per second. All right. I'll give you an example. Visa and MasterCard, maximum transaction capability is around 600,000. So compared to what Ronald has developed, they're a baby in nappies, all right? This is massive. The end goal for Cloud Token is not Jarvis AI bot trading, all right? The end goal for Cloud Token is a worldwide global payment solution. That is what we are going to be. We will be bigger than PayPal and WeChat combined, okay? Everybody will be using Cloud Token because of its transactional capabilities. That's where our project is going, all right? Now, at the launch back in May, we had some of our owners there, and Ronald and this guy, Jim Rogers, all right? Jim is, if you guys watch CNBC or things like that in America, he was forever on there. All right, he is an American businessman, a multi-millionaire. He's funded the Quantum Fund and Soros Fund. He's author and creator of Rogers International Commodities, and he's well respected. And he came to our launch and gave a speech for about an hour that you can listen to on our Facebook pages, and all about blockchain and also all about Cloud Token and its technology. I just want the new people on here to understand one thing, that this man who has hundreds of millions of dollars has absolutely no reason whatsoever to come to a launch to promote a scam. All right, he doesn't need to. He has no interest to. These people come to launches and get involved in projects because of what they are, their ability to provide something new and different to change how we do things in the world. That's why they come and put their name to things. All right, you couldn't buy this man to promote a scam. Now, I love this squiggly line. All right, anybody that has been around blockchain or ICOs or crypto in the last 3 years would have seen a squiggly line like this. All right, it's called a roadmap. And part of that roadmap also has normally a little PDF folder with it called a white paper. And in the white paper, they promise that if you give them 50, 100, tens of hundreds of millions of dollars, all right, they will develop all these products on this little roadmap, all right? And you chuck in your money and hope that they do that so that you get rich one day. And 9 times out of 10, the white paper never happens, the roadmap trips over in the first week, and that's the end of it, all right? What I am going to show you now on our roadmap, all of it exists, all right? Everything that I'm telling you and showing you about with Cloud Token has been developed. The only thing that is missing is you, the mass adoption, and that is what we are working towards now. And as we reach certain points, with certain amount of people on board, we can then release the next section of where Cloud Token is going. All right. So this is not an ICO. We do not need your money for anything. All right. Nothing. So May came. We launched our Cloud Token wallet in June. Jarvis started trading with a new algorithm called Vroom. All right, we are on 32 exchanges with over 200 Jarvis bots. The bots are unique. They do triangular arbitrage. All right, it is a new thing that Ronald developed. It enables us to triple pair trade. Okay, so it can look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin all at the same time on one exchange. So Vroom is looking at one exchange, going da 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 da. He's looking on another one, checking that out, and then he says to Jarvis, "I want you to do this here, that there," and Jarvis transacts and does that. And it's doing thousands of those per second across 32 exchanges. Okay, very, very clever technology that's been developed. Okay, we have additional products coming. How? We've got Friday. I think our new one is also going to be Rogue. Friday is for our whale accounts. We've got many of them with more than $3 or $5 million that people have put into our Cloud Token app. And they will be having their own access to Jarvis that will be trading through their API keys. We've got Cloud Token version 2 coming, which will be a completely new app to what you are using today. We have our KL office opening at some point in August or maybe even early September, and a big opening party for around 10,000 of our members. We have our debit card. If you saw on Facebook, Ronald was asking for our higher members to do their KYC just yesterday for that. And that's partnered with MasterCard. We have our crypto to fiat solution coming as well. So our atomic swap was launched about a week ago that enables you to swap your altcoins into TUSD. And they are now doing the second part of that, which is to have the same atomic swap feature running with Jarvis. The third part of that will enable you to use atomic swap between each of the coins. And the fourth part will be able to swap those coins into the fiat currency. Okay. We also have a merchant network. So we have point of sale machines being contracts being done and put out around the world for us to transact with our cloud tokens. All right, so lots of things happening with our ecosystem. Now, part of every ecosystem is that you need to be able to earn, and obviously the other part is spend. Okay, so how does it work for us? Very simply, really, you deposit your Bitcoin or any form of crypto into the super wallet. You select projects and click the Jarvis project and then agree to the terms and conditions. You are then loaning your crypto to the Jarvis trading bots with full transparency and 24/7 access to be able to remove your funds. All right, they're on 32 exchanges and there are over 200 of the Jarvis bots. Now, I want to explain something to you here. All of us that have been in Cloud Token since April or May, not one of us have spent $1 in investing in this opportunity. You do not have to buy anything to involve yourself in Cloud Token. All right, all you do if you are involved in crypto, you either will be holding your crypto coins on a ledger, on a Trezor, or in an exchange. And whatever one of those methods you are holding your crypto coins in, none of them are paying you any interest to do so each month. So all you do is move those coins into our Cloud Token wallet and you will receive between 6 and 12% return on those coins each month. You still own them, you still have them, you can have access to them 24/7, but you are not spending anything to become involved in our project. Unlike network marketing, where you have to pay your entrance fee, you're paying ongoing monthly fees, all of that sort of stuff. You aren't having to do that with us, okay? All exchanges that your coins are traded on are fully insured against the hackers breaking into the exchange and taking the coins. All right, we were on 38 exchanges, now we are on 32. All right, because 6 of them didn't meet the criteria that Ronald wanted, safeguarding our funds. Jarvis trades daily, very important. It actually trades 24/7, it doesn't stop, but it trades with the balances of our crypto coins. All right, it's in excess of $250 million at the moment. Every day, the profit that Jarvis makes goes into our reserve pool, and that's between 6 and 20 million a day. Okay, so this is not a pay Peter by robbing Paul opportunity. If you can imagine at 6 o'clock every morning, $250 million turns up at your doorstep, it goes to trade, and at the end of the day, 20 million gets put into a reserve pool. That 20 million pays you and I, all right? Not sat there waiting for somebody to join so that we can pay. Or you're joining and half the money you're joining with is paying a commission structure called a Ponzi, all right? That's not how this works. You will receive between 6 and 12%, and that's paid to you in the cloud tokens daily, all right? The price of the cloud token is derived from the amount of the funds in our reserve pool multiplied by the number of cloud tokens in existence, all right? So if we had $100 million in our reserve pool and 100 million cloud tokens in existence, each cloud token would be valued at $1, okay? I haven't updated this slide because we had a price change the other day, but the current price now is 48.4 cents, all right? So every single person who has cloud tokens in their wallet now can cash out at that 48.4 cents because that's the total amount of the money in the reserve fund to give the token that value, all right? So how have we performed? Well, we launched in May, on the 12th of May, in fact, at 30 cents. At the end of May, we'd reached 40. June came along, we went from the 40 cents and closed at 44. July was 47, and now into August, we are 48.4. All right, so it's about a 63% increase of the tokens. Excuse me, please. So yeah, 63% of the utility token that you receive. So that's gone up 63%. You've also received between 6 and 12% every single month as well. Plus your crypto coins, if you invested back in May when Bitcoin was about 8,500, has also gone up about 30% in value. All right. So you've got 3 ways where you're earning within this ecosystem as well. Transparency, I believe, is the key. If you cannot see something, there's a reason. With Ronald, he is forever posting information. All right. This is one of our accounts in Binance. All right. It's the one that counts because it's our coins, our Bitcoin precisely. And it traded 111,500 Bitcoins. All right. It's about $1.2 billion through the month of July. It had a balance then of about 9,175 Bitcoins. That's ours, yours and I Bitcoins. Okay. We had about $40 million worth of withdrawals. So you can see that we originally were at 12,966, and now we're at 12,600 on this particular slide. There are new slides out now, which I will update for the next presentation. I think we've got about 13,500 Bitcoin in there now of yours and I coin. The next slide is going to show you, one of the questions people ask is, well, that's all well and good, but you know, how much money has ever been paid out? You know, are they going to crash if they have to pay everybody out? Well, no. Since the launch of our program, we have paid out over 147 million US dollars, all right, from day one through to now, with the spike being around the time that Plus Token decided to scam off with $3 billion of their investors' money. And people thought, oh my God, Cloud Token's going to do the same. And they went hurtling along, withdrawing all their money out, thinking that we were exactly the same as they are. And we're nothing like them, because we're transparent and we have a fully functioning ecosystem. And as Ronald has said, the majority of the money that has got taken out is now back in again, because we've got way more funds in our Jarvis operation than we did prior to Plus Token disappearing. But this slide shows you that the ecosystem is there. That's the whole idea. You get rewarded in your Cloud Tokens, you cash them into Ethereum, and you can take them off the network. That's what it's designed for us to do. All right. So our technology, at the moment on our Cloud Token app, you can watch one of the bots in action through the order history. But most importantly, on the new one, you'll be able to see all of them in action, Ronald said. The other most important thing that you can do is you have transparency of your funds. So you have wallet addresses, and you can go onto Etherscan, or you can go onto Blockchain Explorer, and you can put in your wallet address and see that you indeed do have 0.105311 Bitcoin showing. All right, this isn't a ghost wallet. Some of our competitors in the past did their trading using API keys, and their system on their mobile phones ran using ghost wallets because they didn't have a mainnet. All right, if they don't have a mainnet, they have no ability to correlate between the two exchange and the blockchain. So they can only fake what is on one of those things. And that's what they did. So you had no way of knowing where your Bitcoin was or how much you had. They just put an amount in there that was roughly what they thought you had. With us, you have full visibility of it. If you decide, as I say, you want out of Jarvis, swipe left on here, puts a screen up, you put your PIN number and 2FA in, and your money's out. It's about 10 seconds to remove your funds out of Cloud Token and say goodbye 24/7, okay? Atomic swap. Now, this got launched about 10 days ago. The first part of Atomic Swap enables people who don't want to experience the volatility of the crypto coins, because they can go up and down 10, 15, 20, 30, 40% in a day, all right? And people don't want that volatility with their money. You can put your Bitcoin in, swap it for USDT, which is the equivalent of $1. So if you put $500 worth of Bitcoin in, you can swap it for $500 worth of Tether, put it into Jarvis, and it will always be $500. It will never go up or down, therefore safeguarding your money, and that $500 will always be traded with, okay? That's the first option of it. The second one is that it'll have that feature to swap it through the coins in the Jarvis bot. Then you will have ability to swap all your coins internally. So it will be like a mini exchange. So you can swap Bitcoin for Ethereum or whichever ones you want. And then the last part of it will enable you to have the fiat currency withdrawal. So you can swap your coin for fiat in whatever country you're in. Now, that's sort of part of our ecosystem. Now I'm going to tell you how you can earn and the sort of monies that you can earn and why you can earn them, all right? But before I do, I need to give you a disclaimer, because we're not financial advisors. I'm certainly not, okay? The ideas presented are our own experiences on how to profit in business. They are not financial advice, all right? We are not a financial investment company and can make no representations or guarantees of any income you might receive. The next thing, I never recommend you outlay any money you cannot afford to lose. Do not rush into anything. Do your own research. Now, this is an important thing. When I ask people to do their own research, I want you to go away and research on what Cloud Token is, what RONLI is, what BitBeta and ORI are, what Jarvis is, all of the things that I've run through to you. That is research, checking out that what I'm telling you is correct and it functions. If you want to go onto Google and put, is Cloud Token a scam? You will get about 500 videos that you can sit and watch. And every one of those video authors will receive about $2.50 for you watching their lovely video. All right, that is not research, okay? It is somebody else giving you their opinion of why they think your investment is a scam, because they're trying to normally promote their own one that they're telling you isn't, all right? And invariably, they're promoting another product which is listed underneath, all right? Research the information you are being given. Don't take a cop-out option of going to YouTube, all right? With any business, your results may vary, all right? It's based on your individual capacity, your business experience, and your level of desire to win, all right? There are no guarantees concerning your success, and everyone's success depends on your dedication, desire, and motivation, all right? Now, this is for the people who just want to put their crypto coins into Jarvis and not tell anybody about what they are doing, okay? You can succeed for the first time ever, all right? Mostly in network marketing or whatever, you have to buy products and sell them to other people or grow your business in order to earn. With us, you do not. Deposit your crypto into the super wallet, loan it into Jarvis, you will receive between 6 and 12%, all right, in your cloud tokens. Every single day that gets paid into your wallet, and you can cash out. You can withdraw and cancel at any time. As I said to you, swipe left here, just ping across the screen like that, put your pin in, take your funds out at any time, all right? I want to give you an example here. Let's say you put $1,000 into your Jarvis bot, all right? And let's just say you got 10% a month. All right, you'll get between 6 and 12. So let's say you're getting 10% a month. You will receive $100 in cloud tokens, or $100. I want to put this into perspective for you guys that have $1 $1,000 US sat in your bank account, all right, with the crooks. They will pay you 0.8% in 12 months. It will take you 10 years, that's right, years, for you to get $100 interest from your bank. Okay, we will give it to you every single month, and you haven't had to spend a penny. You're just holding your funds with us, the same as you hold your funds with your bank. Your bank trades with your funds 24/7 on everything, bonds, stock markets, and they make themselves a raging effing fortune, and they give you none of it. Okay, that's how they make their monies, with your money. Okay, your account balance will be adjusted daily. Okay, so you will get paid your daily amounts based on what the cloud token price is, all right, every single day. The benefits of sharing. Now, this is where it gets exciting, because you have to put in a minimum of $500 US. You have to keep your account at over $500 if you want to share this and receive bonuses from other people, all right? So if I pop next door and see my mate John, he says I'm in, here's my 500 bucks. John's going to receive $50 a month, or let's say 5 cloud tokens a day. That would be the equivalent of that. And I will also receive 100% of whatever John's put in. So I will also receive 5 cloud tokens a month, 5 cloud tokens every single day of the month. And so will John, okay? 100% for every single person on my front line. He pops next door and sees Sally. She goes, I'm in as well, John. Here's my 500. So John's going to receive Sally's 5 tokens a day, and I'm going to receive 50% because that's my level 2. So I'm going to get another 2.5. All right. Now, in order to unlock your second level and all the levels down to 21, you have to bring in the correlating amount of people on your front line. In fact, you only have to bring in 16 to unlock all 21 levels. But for most of you, if you brought in 3 or 4, then you're going to get paid down 3 or 4 levels, okay? And you receive 5% all the way down on your level 21. Now, I'm just going to show you also just a monetary example of this same slide. So let's just say on your front line, you bring in 3 people. One of them brings in $1,000. So today that's 0.1 of a Bitcoin. Somebody else puts 1 Bitcoin in, somebody puts 0.5 or 0.05 of a Bitcoin in here, all right? That is then, in a course of the month, about $1,150 on your front line. And then on your second line, they brought in 1,000, 500, and 2,000. So on your second line, you've got these. Now, again, I'm going to reiterate to you, this amount of money here that has been put in is always there for you to take out, all right? 24/7. This amount of money here in green is paid to you every single day from the trading of this money. It's very important that you understand this concept. It is not paid from you from people paying in this money. Your Bitcoin and your crypto is never touched. It's always there. It's being used to trade, okay? The trading funds pay you the green amounts. That's why this is sustainable. So just those 6 people would generate you $1,300 a month. In tokens, around 2,700 when we were at 47.5. That'll be slightly less now, all right? However, those people that got in last week, all those 2,700 tokens have now gone up by 1 cent each because the value of the token has increased. And again, you earn all your levels down to level 21. Now, we also have rank promotions. There are 5 of them, okay? As a C1, that's the first rank level. You will have a minimum of 200,000 underneath you, all right, in your total group volume, and you will then get an extra 5% on everything until infinity, until you have a new C1 open up in that leg of business, all right? As a C2, you will then have 3 C1s in your business. A C3 has 3 C2s, and so on. Now, as you can see here, you can see the percentages. I'm going to tell you the monetary things here. I am a C1, okay? I have just short of 600,000 underneath me at the moment. I receive around about 650 US dollars. And yes, that's daily. Every single day into my wallet, I receive that. For me, it's 1,000 Aussie every single day of the week. All right. As a C2, I will probably by then be up to around 2,000. All right. You'll have well over $1 million by the time you go to C2 under you, and you'll receive an extra 10%. You will earn between sort of $2,000 and $4,000 a day. As a C3, Luigi, our direct upline, is a C3. He currently earns between 25 and 30,000 tokens a day, so around 15,000 US dollars daily. All right, the C4s are all over 50,000, and we have a C5 that's over 100,000 per day. And again, I really want to iterate this to you. All of these commissions, these percentages, are all being paid from the trading funds being traded and the profits. They all go into the reserve pool, and the reserve pool releases our tokens to us, these extra 5%, and they have a value based on real money that's been generated. It's totally sustainable, okay? And it's massively, massively life-changing for people. And, you know, all I can say is we will do everything we can to get you to a C1, all right? Duncan went to C1 about a week ago. I have 2 or 3 other people in my legs that are getting very close, and we want you to get there as well. All right, and it's so achievable. I started on the 20th of April with 0.1 of a Bitcoin. Okay, the same as you, and 0 people. You've just got to take the bull by the horns, share this amazing concept and opportunity, get people excited about it, get them winning, and realize exactly where this project is headed. Why should you choose us? Well, if everything that I've gone through isn't enough, you don't have any packages to buy. No membership fees, no auto ships, no contract. You earn passively without sponsoring. You get revenues from our arbitrage and all our other value-added services that are coming on board. We also have a deal with Travelocity that I didn't mention earlier as well, where part of the savings go into our reserve pool. And also, our token has the potential to go up 10 times or more. As you've already seen, it's gone up 60% since we've launched already. I want you to have a little hypothetical accumulation slide here. Let's say you get 25,000 cloud tokens together in the next year, all right? And you got all of those at your 30 cents or 40 cents, and we've gone up to the $10. That's a 30% growth, all right? They would now be worth $250,000 US to you, all right? At $20, it's worth a cool $500,000 to you. Let's say you manage or working towards 200,000. That's my next target, and we get to $10. That's $2 million US. For me here, that's nearly 3 million Aussie, just for collecting the tokens and letting the price of our ecosystem and its generation put the funds in to increase the value of those tokens. All right, it's hugely exciting for a lot of people. So I want to thank you all for taking a look tonight. Obviously, go back to the person that introduced you to Cloud Token and ask them how you can get started and how to download the wallet onto your phone. In the meantime, if you've got any questions, then just unmute yourself and feel free to ask.
Great presentation as normal. This is life-changing, it really is. So all I can say to everybody, take this seriously like nothing you've ever seen or done ever before. If anybody has got any questions, like Tim says, you can type in a question in the chat or just unmute yourself and fire away with any questions. Anybody want to kick off? I know there's a couple of new people. I know, Scott, I think I saw you come on. You're a little bit late, but good to have you on the call. Any new people like to ask anything?
Fantastic.
Nina says, brilliant presentation. Okay. Everybody likes the call. That's
everyone's sold, Duncan. You see, it's perfect. job done.
Just so everybody knows, if you want to unmute yourself, your microphone is on the left-hand side of the bottom of the screen, just in case there is anybody.
Yeah, try that, JJ.
Hi, guys. That's very good. Yes, again. Well done.
Thank you. Did you have a question, JJ, or you just saying hello?
Just decided to say hi to you guys and really appreciate the fact that you come on each time and do the fantastic presentation. And every time I listen to it, I learn a little bit more. And I think it's really important that not only do we come on to listen to what you do and support you guys, but also to bring on as many people as we can, because this way it allows people to understand what this is all about. And I just say thank you to you all.
You're welcome.
It's just a good place to come along and just have a listen to the presentation, and then get them involved in the Facebook pages so that they can see other people on there and see what's going on, and listen to some of the other presentations that are done. Connect with Ronald, all of those sort of things that give people peace of mind when they're looking at a new opportunity. And the more of that you do, the more peace of mind you get, really, and the more you want to become involved.
Yeah, like due diligence as well, because it gives you actually helping them to find places where they can find more about this and not just be pulled in by all the scammers. Yeah.
At the end of the day, we all have choices. There's no guarantees to anything in this life. All you can do is go through the information that we all have done about Cloud Token and what it offers and where it's going. And you either say to yourself that you believe in the project, or you think it's a complete and utter scam and you don't get involved in it.
Absolutely.
Because there's no middle ground.
No,
like
absolutely.
you're either in and you think this is amazing, I can see everything, do everything, I want to be a part of it, or no, it's not for me. It's that clear cut.
Absolutely. You can actually tell people about it. If they're not interested, they don't want to do it, next. Simple as that. Yeah, absolutely.
Judy has asked, this is recorded and I will upload it onto YouTube in a second. I'll send it out to everybody. Judy's asked for a copy of it, so if anybody else wants it, I will send it out to everybody as soon as I've done it.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Well,
all right. To offer.
Hi, Don.
From Australia.
Hi, Don.
Hi. Thanks again, guys. But I just wanted to share good news, because I did my due diligence, looked, and then I just put about 0.1 of a Bitcoin in and just watched it and had to make sure everything was okay. And I started asking people, and I had a first actual person he just looked at the video and said, I've gone straight to the website, where's your code, join, put 0.1 of a Bitcoin in, so I'm off.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really good.
You liked it. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's great that when the first one comes in, I remember when I got my first one in, and you think it works. You just
Yes.
finally, you know that it works, and you know that everything is there. When you take your first little bit of money out and everything, it's your whole mindset totally changes after that first one.
Yeah.
Well,
and it was your video, Tim, again, that he liked and watched, and he's from the UK as well and lives in Brisbane. He said, I'm in.
Fantastic.
So thanks again. Ciao.
Thanks, Don.
He's nearly a neighbour of yours, Tim.
Well, in Brisbane, yeah, as long as he stays down there. We don't want those Brisbane people up here in Noosa.
Lovely.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for attending, and we will see you on Thursday.
Wednesday, 10 p.m.
Oh, sorry, Wednesday.
Thursday for you guys in Australia. I will email everybody.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, thanks a lot. Brilliant presentation, Tim.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
Speak to you tomorrow, Robert.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you again, Tim. Very good. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Night, guys. Oh, did you enjoy your birthday, by the way, Duncan?
A fantastic day, yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know what I was going to ask. Who went to the thing in London? Was it good?
Colin, yeah. Colin, I believe you were there. Colin, are you able to talk?
Apart from he's muted. Oh, he's unmuted. Here he is.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it was a great event. Very good.
Was it good?
Was it well attended?
I actually did a testimony as well, which was all good.
Good on you, mate.
Okay.
It's just great when you're involved in an opportunity like this to actually get face-to-face with people.
Yeah.
You pick up different things. I mean, Zoom is fantastic, what we're doing here. And when you can get eyeball to eyeball with people, it's even stronger.
Oh, it's different, yeah.
You know? There are some very, very big incomes being earned around the globe here. And it's just great to see that. When you see someone's phone and you can see the figures on their phone, it makes it very, very real. So,
there's some people earning 50,000 a day and more.
Actually, 60 grand is what Paul and Matthias are getting right now a day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, really.
I know.
But they have, just so everybody knows, they put $6 million in as well. $6 million they put into their business to start Cloud Token. Now, to me, that's commitment. That says a lot. You know, so when people are worried about starting, if somebody can put 6 million in, that says a lot.
That's a lot of money, isn't it? To put, mind you, you know, I was no different. I tested it with there, and then I put my Bitcoin in. You know, 2.1 Bitcoin, my Ethereum, and everything else. So, you put your money where your mouth is.
Colin, when the time's right, if you fancy, let's get a meeting going in Birmingham.
I think that's going to happen soon enough, mate. I can't stop talking about this subject.
I know. I'm nearly ready to do it. Definitely. We just need a few more leaders, a few people to step up, and let's do it.
There's going to be a big event end of August, I think, in Poland.
Right.
If we can get the numbers up for the UK, Ronald will probably come to the UK as well. But at the moment, I think it's fairly quiet in the UK compared to the rest of the world.
I know.
Yes, you're in at the right time. Absolutely in at the right time in the UK.
Yep. Yeah, we're pretty stable. Not stable. We're a difficult group of people to persuade, but once we get on board, we're committed.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks very much, everybody.
See you guys later.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye now.
Thank you. Thank you.